Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Take Two Radio. We are pleased to bring you interviews with people in the entertainment and music industry, discussions and recaps of the 4 remaining daytime soaps. That's The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives, as well as various other shows. For upcoming and previous shows, check take2radio.com. That's with the number 2. And you can find us on Blog Talk Radio, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and other streaming apps. Follow us on social media at Take2 Radio, and thanks for listening. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Take2 Radio Soaps and Review. I am Pam, your host, who's about to pull my hair out. David and Candice are with me, I'm assuming, yes?
Yes, she's there. Candice, you there? She's showing up. She's showing up live, but I don't think we can hear her.
Candice, are you on mute? Well, while we wait for Candice to answer, it looks like everybody's having phone issues.
Yeah.
Hold on. Did you put her on hold?
Oh, okay, no.
Okay, I was muted.
Well, David, I'm telling you, you can't count on him because he just messes everything up.
I was muted this whole time. I'm like,
no,
I'm
you
like,
weren't.
really?
I had you on live.
No, it just now said unmuted. So I was just unmuted. He had me muted. I feel a certain type of way about this. That's okay.
There's Carolyn. Okay, Carolyn is here. Carolyn?
I'm here.
Okay, we're waiting for Pam?
Did you put Pam on mute?
Hello?
Pam?
What's that? Is this musical mute or what?
Yeah, it is.
Holy cannoli.
It's not just here, Pam. It's not just here. I have trouble too when I go to Candice's because they can't hear me.
I don't know. But all I know is we have a show tonight, and we have almost everybody here, but we're missing Anthony. And Anthony, you are in our thoughts and prayers.
Yes.
Will should be here.
He said he was coming, so I'm assuming. Anyways, let's get started because Candice is being a poo-poo head and has to leave.
That's right.
And
I'm a diva. I'm a diva. That's right.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to be a diva anywhere except here twice a month. Well, because I have something planned. Let's put it this way: I have something in the works for probably next Thursday. And if you're MIA, then you're SOL.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
I'll be here.
How convenient.
I looked at my schedule, and I'm actually, because they're shifting something. So, see, look.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, enough teasing. Let's get to it because I want to start with Days of Our Lives Beyond Salem. How much do you love it? I am like...
I don't know. Carolyn, have you seen it?
Oh.
It's 10 out of 10.
Yes.
I'm right?
Yes.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait.
There you go.
Am I right or am I right?
You're right.
I mean, it's okay. I guess it's okay. I don't know. I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
We got sound effects now.
I mean, it's a welcoming treat, I would say, if you've been a long-time Days fan and you, like me, kept saying, how could this show be promoted better? Well, probably it's just only me that's been saying this. And kind of seeing it in a different direction. And I think, and I've been saying this a lot, is that with Beyond Salem, to me, the promoting for this show has been so good that I think that's why people are tuning in to watch, because they're doing the things that, again, most of us have said on here with regular days, is that, okay, you could cross-promote. You have the Housewives, Real Housewives on Bravo. You have this and this and this. And on Beyond Salem, and I know people were talking about this, Beyond Salem is a new show. So just like a new show, you're going to have to pull in the big names. And
right.
So, yeah, you have Lisa Rinna. You have Eileen Davidson. You have Charles. I'm going to talk about him later, too. You have, you have that yummy, ISA agent Graham. Hi, Peter Porter. Hey, hi. It's just saying hi. It's being treated like, it's a limited show, a series, we know that, but they're treating it like in a way, a prime time show, because it's an adventure. I mean, they're actually, no, I'm going to say this. They're going back early, like 90s days with this. The premise is very 90s.
It's such a breath of fresh air. It actually makes me want so much more than 5 days of this.
And we might get it.
I
we
want
could
it to
get
go
it
on.
if it works.
It's good. Carolyn?
Do you think any other soaps are going to follow, or does anyone know?
Oh yeah.
Oh sure.
It's
just Beyond Salem right now.
Yeah.
But this is okay. So the thing was, and I honestly have said this, is that let's go all the way back to 2009 with this. Is that this has always been a talk of soaps going online. And yeah, if Aswell Turner's and Guy Light would have held out, you never know. You never would have known if they would have went to CBS.com or if they, whatever streaming or YouTube at that time. Let's take a look at All My Children and One Life to Live. Their transition to online. Procter & Gamble was looking. Everybody was looking to see how this was going to happen. Sadly, we all know what happened. Then you saw the popularity of like Amazon and Netflix streaming, 10 episodes of a show. And then they're getting digital shows on there. The Bay is on Amazon and stuff. And so with Beyond Salem, it's NBC's Peacock Television plus, and you're taking their fourth longest running show, the second longest running soap, and transitioning it to a digital series. And I mean, yeah, you had Chabby in Paris, and you had the Last Crew that was on exclusively for the Days app. Not a lot of people were able to get it. So for this, and the treatment of this show, I'm hoping this opens the doors to Bold and Beautiful with me and my friend Daphne came up with Forster International, General Hospital. Don't knock General Hospital because they did do a spinoff that was very popular, Night Show.
Exactly.
For them to do something. With Young and the Restless, you know, the sky's the limit with that, you know, and it just makes you appreciate. For me, I've always said this about Days, is that to me, I feel as though Days is the redheaded stepchild of the soap genre, and for them to get this publicity, like it's crazy to me how there was people I forgot was on social media because until recently. I'm like, oh hey, like I didn't know you had Instagram. Oh hey, y'all know how to do a live chat. Okay, I mean there've been live chat. There's been, and to me, I feel as though the fans have definitely welcomed this. You know, it's something different. It's a break. It's a break, but it's an interesting break, and I like it.
Did you guys
are
the same writers? Are the same writers doing Beyond Salem?
So it's some you know, new writers as well as obviously, you know, Ron and Ryan Quad is over there, and of course tomorrow is Jamie Giddens, you know, big up. So okay, Richard and Carolyn is over there. So it's the same people, which is making it more interesting because it's like, okay, this is like, I don't know if everybody remembers this show when I say it, Baywatch and Baywatch Nights.
Yes.
Same name, which was Baywatch, but completely two different shows.
So it doesn't seem like they have the same restrictions on Beyond Salem.
No, they don't.
More interesting.
Because they're not on network.
Yeah.
So they have more freer reign, Carolyn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well.
And I think that's what's making it interesting.
Just like if somebody did it on Amazon or on Netflix or, you know, something like that, there's always more free reign.
Well, especially after today's episode.
Did you guys watch today's episode? Did you guys watch today's episode?
Yeah, Candice and I were watching together.
There's a firestorm on Twitter.
Let me just say this. If anybody, I think I'm a cheerleader, obviously, for this genre, and I think I've really showed my butt off because I waited, just like everybody else, on when it was supposed to come out on Monday. They said it was going to come out 12 o'clock on Pacific, 3 o'clock on Eastern. I finished up a podcast. I stayed up. Until 3:25 exactly, and I was like, okay, it's not on Peacock yet. Like, okay, we're gonna start this off like this. It wasn't until I went to sleep, and of course for Labor Day, a lot of people did go to work. My butt just forgot to turn off my alarm, so my alarm woke me up. It was 7-something, and I was like, okay, oh gosh, why did I not turn my alarm off? I was like, I want to go back to sleep. I only got 4 hours and some minutes. I looked on my TV because I turned it on. And it said, new show added. And I was like, huh? Yeah. And I looked, and it was Beyond Salem. So here's the thing. East Coast fans, it's on at 6 o'clock in the morning. It comes on at 6. 3 o'clock Pacific. Okay?
So it's 3 if you're out in the West.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
so
what you got confused on, probably.
Well, no, because they said 12 Pacific, which is 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it wasn't me. It was the press release stuff that got confusing.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going to double check. So every day before I go to work, I'm watching it because I know some people are like, okay, we're going to watch regular days first, and then we're going to watch Beyond Salem. But to me, I'm like, I want to see what's going on first. I watched the show 2 times, to be honest. That tells you something because I feel like I missed something. Because obviously the other day I missed a huge thing, and I'm still mad at certain people. I'm not going to say no names on this show, but I'm going to tweet at it later. that didn't tell me, and I'm like, okay, here's my card. I'm not a fan, true fan, and I'm just like, I'm so embarrassed, But overall, like every day I've been waking up, I've been watching it, and I gotta give it to them. It's good. It's really good. especially today's food.
Yep. And we won't give any spoilers out right now for people that haven't watched it, so we're going to move on. But before we move on, I'm going to give one spoiler. And after watching today's, I never laughed so hard seeing Zach Singer, Bill Flynn, and Chandler Massey dressed as women.
Yes. And I want to say this. I just said this to my friends. Whoever did the makeup for Beyond Salem today deserves a freaking Emmy, because obviously, facial, but Billy Flynn, ladies and gentlemen, Billy Flynn, and I'm just going to say it, Billy Flynn, and I think, and I'm going to be honest, here's the thing, when the people that they picked for Beyond Salem, because Lord knows I heard the both sides of all of this. I heard the positives, and I heard the negatives, and I heard the in-between. And my whole thing is this, you guys, if you're a Days fan, be happy about it. Be happy about this development for Days, because this is going to hopefully this will open some doors, okay? If you're a fan of the genre, and, shout out to Eden McCoy, shout out to Christian LeBlanc, shout out to all the others who are watching this that's not on Days, and they're tweeting about it, and they're supporting it, because that's the thing. We want this genre, and I feel like I've said this before, we want this genre to grow, both network, digital, and audio. And, this is an experiment that has been done so many times before, and it looks like they finally got it. We won't know until after, the timing. The timing is everything, because, again, it's Peacock with, and they have the same president at NBC now. So it's like they're moving forward into the next wave of how the soaps are going to be. And again, there are certain things that I wish I would have saw Days that I'm like, okay, it's never going to happen. I watched Beyond Salem, and there's characters that I'm like, look, to see Billy Reed in her glory, miss Lisa Rinna. I'm just going to break this down real quick without spoiling it. I miss Lisa Rinna. The fact of the history, the fact they use history, and let me, y'all guys seen the trailer, so we ain't going to spoil this. It's like, I say it about promoting Beyonce. They promoting the Peacock like nobody's business. Peacock. I'm like, okay, we know it's on Peacock TV. Thank you. We know NBC is the Peacock logo. But they're going back to the 90s where, again, most of this did happen. The Princess Gina stuff.
Yeah.
The whole cop stuff, the adventure of it all. And the fact that they have characters that have not been on for, I'm just going to do it, forever and a day, it's also appealing because we haven't seen Shane in a while. We haven't seen Billy in a while. Obviously, y'all all know we've seen a certain character before, but we haven't seen this actress in a while playing this role, okay? We haven't seen Carrie and Austin. We've seen Austin and Chappie in Paris, but some of you guys didn't see that. So seeing Carrie and Austin, and of course, they mixed it up a little bit. They have the 80s, 90s, and this decade. And I think that's what's really interesting is that you're taking the Days landscape and you mix it all together for them to be on the same journey, the same adventure.
Right.
I think that's what's really interesting.
It's reminiscing about the good old days. So no, it's
right.
It's fun.
It's
fun.
Yeah. I mean, and look, I'm just gonna say it right now. For everybody who was complaining about the intro.
Oh yeah, did you see all that?
And who did the intro? My thing is this. Standing ovation, well deserved, in my opinion. Because I understand, I get it. I do. But again, this is not regular Days. This is Beyond Salem.
This is basically a standalone show.
A new show.
Right.
Yeah,
and McDonald Terry has passed away, so get over it.
Well,
I can understand.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing.
I can understand
I get
changing it.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, So, okay, let's move on since Candice is not here long. I guess we'll start with Bold and the Beautiful, and needless to say, Finn and Steffi's marriage is basically over if he continues this stuff with Sheila.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't forget the way he's getting too close to Paris, being the confidant. I don't know. A little too wacky for me.
I don't think that's going to go anyplace because Brad Bell seems to have plans for her.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it's a little weird that he's confiding so much to Paris. All this stuff that he does with her is like kind of back off already. You know, just focus on
I
your
don't
family.
like that.
Well, no, my thing is more so Paris though. To me, Paris is acting too thirsty in the sense because, all right, I get it. They're allowing you to stay at their guest home and while you are financially unfit, which I don't understand how that happened, but okay, we're just going to go with it.
But isn't she kind of intrigued with Finn? Isn't she kind of like fascinated by him or something?
Yeah. I mean, I would be too if he was walking around the house shirtless all the time. I would be too. I'd be like, hello.
But
like, hey,
isn't Paris dating Zende?
She is.
Yes, she is.
Here's the thing. This is okay because there was a scene a couple of weeks ago when Zende and her was talking and she made the comparison of Reese to Sheila, and I was like, your father versus Sheila Carter ain't even in the same sentence. Like, I don't know why you even went there. I guess so you can feel like a connection. Like, okay, we have really bad parents. I feel sympathy for. We get each other on that. When Zende came up from Beverly Hills up to wherever they was at, and to take Paris out, on a date and stuff, and Paris is like, I feel obligated to be in here because he's my friend. Okay, no offense to Zende. Here's what I would. Okay, if I was Zende, I was like, girl, like I drove all the way up here from Beverly Hills. Do you know how much gas I just lost just now? Like, do you know? I had a whole day planned for us, and you want to sit here because Finn, who is a big boy, who is married, who has parents that he can talk to, and you want to be, okay, I'm gone, bye. But to me, it's like I get Finn because sadly, okay, in the world of Bold and Beautiful, apparently there's no friends. We don't have friends with Bold. Okay. So he can't talk to his new family, which is the Forresters. Duh. He can't talk to his adopted/biological father. He can't talk to he can't talk to his adopted because it's like, I guess Finn feels guilty about everything. And here's the thing, I'm going to say I agree with that. He should feel a little guilty. But also, he does not know the history of Sheila Carter and the Forresters.
Not all of it, anyway.
It's also not all of it, and not only that, but he just found his mom. Like at the end of the day, like he said, he's always wanting to know about his mother, his biological mother. Not saying that Lee did not do a good job raising him, and I saw some people say that on social media. I'm like, he did not put her down. He said that's his mother, regardless. But he's always, just like anybody who's been adopted or whatnot, you always have that inkling of like, wonder how my real parents
feels
was.
Out of place.
How did they?
He feels out of place.
Right,
yeah.
Well, he doesn't feel out of place. It's just the curiosity. Like when you get to a certain point where people tell you, like, okay, I'm just going to use you, Pam. Okay, this is not a dramatic moment, but we're just going to do this. Where I say, Pam, you was adopted. Okay, because you're at a certain age when you find this out, and obviously your mind after you get that information, you start to have questions. But at the same time, you have to be respectful enough to those who raised you. And I think that's where Finn is. It's like, okay, when he said that, he's like, I've always fantasized about her being like a Lucille Ball. And I was like, okay, CBS, I saw what you did there. Okay, wink, wink, okay. But I'm like, I get it because he was curious. But imagine if you finally meet your birth mother, right, and you are automatically told you cannot be around her. She cannot be here. Again, curiosity.
I get how Finn feels about that.
Yeah,
I mean that,
and I get what that.
I understand all that.
Yeah.
But when you have a whole family and friends telling you this woman is a maniac, you need to really think twice about that. Is it worth getting into a relationship with a woman who's crazy as you know what, and has done so many things to your family members, in-laws, whatever, and friends? Right. Is it worth giving up your marriage and all of that for somebody like that?
But you know,
and it's so hard thing to decide.
But you also got to realize too, it's like, okay, I could say A, B, C, D, E, F, G to you about this one person, but how do I know if you're honestly telling me the truth? Like, are you exaggerating or are you giving me facts? Because right now, like Ben, okay, again, he, like you said, I did not know anything about this woman. If I would have known, but he just met her, so it's like, wham! Like y'all didn't tell me this before. Like, you guys didn't bring, I mean, obviously, like, you know, who would have thought Sheila Carter was his mom? But it's like, again, half of him is, he's conflicted. Finn is so conflicted on all, he got 3 layers of confliction.
Yeah.
Confliction is he doesn't want to hurt Steffi. He is respecting Steffi, but at the same time, he wants to know his biological mother, right? At the same time, he's conflicted because he doesn't want to hurt the 3 most important women in his life, Steffi, Sheila, and Lee.
So I have a question for you. Do you feel that Finn deserves to be in the doghouse because of where he's standing as far as defending Sheila?
Yes and no.
Okay. That's
yes.
the answer.
Yes, because I get what Steffi was, okay. With Steffi, let me just jump over to this because it also deals with Paris too. To me, Paris made a comment saying, why wouldn't Steffi should still be married to him? Okay, Paris, just because you want to be Steffi right now, girl, you don't know what's going on. So sit somewhere and just do your thing with Zende, okay? Steffi has and let me say this clearly, every freaking reason to be upset with Finn regarding Sheila. Because here's the thing. Steffi asked Finn not to allow her to come anywhere near their child. Let me say it again. Their child. Steffi has the history and knowledge of what that woman did to her brother, and her sister by shooting Taylor. And Taylor missed 3 years of their lives. Sheila almost killed both of her grandparents, drowning and shooting on multiple occasions. She did stuff to Bridge and to Thomas and to Brooke and to Hart and to, the list goes on and on. When she sees Sheila, that's the post-traumatic stress right there. That is like a trigger for her. And the thing is that she does not, it's bad enough that her child shares DNA with that woman. The fact that out of all the men in the world, all the men in the sea, all the men in the land, that the one guy she picked, the one person she married, is Sheila Carter's freaking son.
Oh, my God. And to add to that.
Yeah.
And we thought it was that she was involved with Liam how many times, the back and forth. This is worse. This is like the tops. There's nothing that could top this.
And here's the thing, and the reason I said that, yes, because, again, she asked you to, and what happened? She turned her back for a split second. So she's already doubting your word because you said that you would not allow this woman at all to come and see. And keep in mind, he's already lying to her about the text message that even though it was an emoji. But still, if you would have been honest with her from jump, it may have been a little different. Not a lot, but a little bit. But at the end of the day, like she said, I can't trust you when you're with her because, as we all know, Sheila is the mastermind of mind-controlling alternation 101. She will make you do things that you didn't want to do for the best of her interest. no, I don't think Finn deserves to be in the doghouse because Steffi should understand that even though you have the history and knowledge, Finn does not. Finn is going based off of his emotions and his and whatnot. He just found his mother.
And that's why I love
not only that, but why don't you guys? Yeah, and not only that, I would have said, if I was Steffi, I would have said, like somebody, I know said this too, is, okay, if Sheila wants to see Hayes and everything, tell her to call my people so we can schedule it together so all of us can be there, including security.
Where's Quinn? I'm a little behind. Quinn would be a perfect person to tell Finn all about Sheila.
Quinn got some issues right now that she's dealing with her husband, some sensitive issues.
Yeah. And let's move on to that. What I don't understand is why Eric cannot get some Viagra and get it over with.
My question when this
I wish I had an answer for that, but I don't.
Maybe they're dragging it out.
I had a jump on that. That was I let me get myself out of the gutter for that one. Here's the thing. On soaps, and this is where Take Two, we get deep, we get real here. This is one of those the more you know kind of vibes here. On soaps, we don't have these social stories about the men. Usually with the women, it's the breast cancer, and all this stuff. So it's kind of weird, but yet refreshing that we see a guy who had a crazy sex drive over the years, over the 30-plus years of Bold and Beautiful, and now he can't get it up. Interesting.
Right?
The more you know.
Yeah.
The more you know.
So he's not faking it then. He really is going through it.
I don't know. That's sort of up in the air. What do you think?
Well, because remember he did go
Candice.
to sleep. He did go to sleep on the bed and pretended he was asleep. I thought he was faking it at the moment.
Yeah,
I
but
wonder.
it's embarrassing for a man to go through that. So I can understand
and I'm
why
not laughing at. Yeah.
I can understand why he would pretend to sleep.
Oh yeah, no.
See, here's the
I was
thing.
just curious if he's faking it or if it was a real thing with him. That's why I was wondering where we at on that.
Oh yeah.
Are we still not sure
because,
yet?
Oh no, I think that's what it is that because like he said to Quinn, I was embarrassed to tell you because as we all know, Quinn has had a very healthy sex drive lately with Carter.
Yep.
And it's sort of like, it's one of those things where, okay, and by the way, I just want a disclaimer, I was not making fun of this because I know that's a real situation and I know, a lot of men and a lot of couples are facing that situation right now. But my thing is that for Eric Forster, okay, and if you know the history of Eric Forster, it's sort of like, okay, well, wow, okay, this is the one thing that really is stopping a lot of stuff going on. With Quinn, I think Quinn was taken back by the divorce, and she started to look at her new quote-unquote life, and then now she's back with Eric. She loves him. She still loves him. And I think, and I said this, is that to me, I think Eric is going to test her. Or this thing is going to test Quinn. Because like Shauna, by the way, hey Shauna, where you been at? Well, I'm just asking. Shauna has said, well, do you think you can go without the sex? Like, it's one thing to be in a relationship and love the person, right? But there's the physical part of it that's also a part of the relationship. So if you don't have
the intimacy.
If you don't have one of those things, can you still have a healthy relationship? And I think that's what Quinn is going to have to face is because, she was trying to be all romantic and she was trying to get Eric into the mood. So maybe if he wasn't stressed, because I think it was a line she said, well, maybe you're stressing out. Maybe that's the reason you think you have it. It's because you're stressing. And look, stress causes a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right. It could be stress. It could be a simple, hey, give me a pill, blue pill, boo-boo, magical, woo. But right now, it's sort of like, okay, what is Quinn going to do? Now, if she, quote-unquote, loves Eric the way she says she does, then she would have to be in a sexless marriage.
She would have to be adjusted to it.
Right. Or is her unhealthy sex drive going to get the best of her, and she's going to be like, hey, Carter, meet me on Friday.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. And this is another good story, too. I give it up to Bo. They're really doing really good on the storytelling right now.
I know. It's a bold move to go in that direction. I don't think any soap that I can recall has ever done this route, this type of story.
I don't remember any.
I can recall.
I don't think so either.
No, you're right. I haven't, no. I watched both for years growing up. I don't remember nothing like that in this situation ever coming up. Not even Ridge went through nothing like that.
Yeah. Well, there's not much more important going on as far as Bold and the Beautiful, so let's move on to the Young and the Restless. Candice, are you clapping?
I am loving.
I did a little clap. That wasn't it for me. I mean, that was a part of it, but I clapped because I think the majority of us was talking about the one storyline that Young and the Rustlers had to do some major surgery on to overall, and that was the baby storyline. Because you had the ingredients, you have the talent. You have Cam, you have Melissa, you have Brighton, you have Kate. And we all know how this storyline started, and now how it's, the fact is that in the last couple of weeks, I've actually been giving this storyline a second look at how it's going to, the outcome of it probably is going to be. And I will say that so far, it's, because I'm doing one day at a time with Young and the Rustlers, but I will say that this is one of the storylines that I am actually watching, because I see, and I'm not hyping myself up, but I see the potential. And so far, I'm enjoying it. Except for the whole Stitch part.
Yeah. I wanted to keep this a little bit.
That was goofy.
That was jarring with Stitch, because I didn't see a real good send off.
I didn't see the purpose. I think that's what it is that it's like, okay, when Stitch came back, I think the majority of all the Young and the Rustlers fans was like, yeah, he did it. But see, that was my problem, is that, okay, Young and the Rustlers, let's be real for Stitch shouldn't have even been the factor. He shouldn't have been the person, because it could have been Ian Ward, it could have been Alice, it could have been somebody from Tessa's past, it could have been I would have said yes if they would have played a certain beat, and they didn't do it, and that's why I was like, it's not Max. It's not Max. I mean, now granted, what they said about Stitch and his son, I'm like, okay. And then I said no. I was like, no. I said, Stitch would not have done all this. I said, nope, not today. Not today, Soap Satan. Nope.
I really hate they ruined that.
Yeah. I mean, to me, right now, the meat of the story is what I wanted, is the fact that Devon, first child, let me say this again, it's all their first child that has been born, because Devon has experienced loss of a child. Abby experienced loss of a child. This is Mariah's first child. So the miracle baby is here. But at the same time, I appreciate it, and thank you, Young and the Rustlers, because you heard me say it so many times, to Devon to talk about the fact that he's not the father, that he gave up his rights. I love the fact that Amanda reset it to him. I told you this was going to happen when you bonded with that baby. Look, when that baby was born and Devon is holding that child and looking to his eyes, that's half of you, buddy. That is half of your legacy right in that child. The fact that he even said that, he's like, with the Hillary and my baby and everything, I still want him to talk to Lily. The fact that Mariah, she is going through she went through a traumatic experience, and she said that. So yeah, she is going to be freaking out a little bit because it's too much. It's too much going on for our brain to absorb.
I think she has postpartum, and I think she has PTSD.
Yes.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, because you saw how she was
Abby.
outside. She took the baby outside, and Abby automatically thought, "Oh, where's Mariah? Where did she go this time?"
Right, and I think with Abby, Abby has to face the reality about Chance, and I think again everybody is so overwhelmed that I'm actually interested because they brought up some good points. Like to me, you already see where they're going to probably go with this. I'm going to say this, they don't assassinate the character of Mariah and make her crazy. But I do see because here's the thing, yes, while Mariah was carrying that child for 5 months, full term, yes, we did the math. Again, if you go back, she said she wasn't going to get emotionally connected to that child. Well, when you have a human being growing inside you and whatnot, you're connected to that child regardless. When you go through something like she did, and that's the only person that you had to, quote-unquote, keep you sane, you're emotionally connected to that child. With Devon, I think the reality finally hit him. He can't be the fun-loving uncle. He was already in father figure mode when he was trying to find that baby and Mariah. Abby, girl, if you don't sit somewhere too, I understand this is like your quote-unquote, your thing. Like you finally, and it's funny because I've said this about Abby. Abby is she never really needed the Newman and Abbott to kind of push her or carry her. She's done it herself. So for her to have a career, for her to have the quote-unquote husband, and now she has a baby, she feels complete. Like she feels as though she did it without a lot of sacrifices and stuff like that. However, it's interesting now because you have all three of them in different roles now. The fact that Abby, and I'm sorry, this was so disrespectful, the fact that when Mariah said Bowie and everything, and Abby changed that name, I thought, in my opinion, that was disrespectful because it's like, okay, you couldn't have Bowie as like a middle name. Instead, you gave the child's name. And I said this on the other podcast, so I'm going to try to remember this. Dominic, Phillip, Kane, Spalding, Samira, Abbott, Newman, Chancellor. I did all the names of the soap. To me, okay, Dominic, you named D for Devon and M for Mariah. Okay. Phillip, because of the Chance. Chance got billed 2 times, and then Newman Abbott. Why can't we just have it Dominic Phillip Chancellor?
You know what? I think she did that on purpose in a way, kind of like a little sting, not to be malicious, but on Abby's part, she's kind of taking control, saying, this is my baby, and I'm going to name him differently. It's not going to be Boo. It's just kind of like a quick kind of slap in the face.
I understand the pedigree.
Yeah.
I get the pedigree because here's the thing. And it's crazy because some people will forget this. Devon's Catherine's grandson. And no, he's not a full-fledged Chance. But, to me, it's like, okay, Abby, you want to stake your claim. Here's where I finally will say this. Here's the Newman side coming out of her. Because the look she gave to Mariah, here's the thing. The baby was crying. The baby's not going to automatically take look, I work with children, so I can tell you this. Newborns don't take formula ASAP. It takes weeks and months and, yes, even a year. They're going to want the natural nourishment of a mother.
Right.
So that's going to be the first thing is that baby's connected to more so with Mariah. Like, that baby will probably calm down for Mariah over you, Abby. Sorry. Like,
she's used to, or he's used to Mariah's voice.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And
I think that's going to come into play, too.
Right, and you also can tell Mariah was emotionally connected when she described the baby's birth. How she said it was going to be very, zen. They would have Tessa play some music and would have Sharon and stuff like that. Like I said, to me, this is going to be a real interesting story. I just hope they don't mess this up.
Yeah.
I've got a quick
question
for everybody. I got a quick question for everybody. JD has teased for us that now that we're in the fall, there's going to be some new pairings coming up within All Agenda with City. So my question for y'all is, what pairings would you like to see come into the fall with these couples? Because a lot of them are going to be changing.
Well, after watching today's episode, along with what's been going on, but specifically today, the way Nick was looking at Sharon, I'm thinking something might go on there. And then Jack and Phyllis, which I've always liked those two together. I've never liked her with Nick because of how that started and continued, with the cheating and stuff like that more than once.
Exactly, yes. I was like that. I would love them to get together as long as the writers quit making Nick cheat on Sharon, because he's always been doing that to her.
Right. But I still, even though, and I think my feelings about Nick and Sharon, that I like that pairing, is because it's almost like your first love. You always love them. And to me, that was the first love for
like
me.
Nikki and Victor, yeah. I get you, yeah.
So, and not that I don't like her with Ray, because I do.
Right, yeah.
I wasn't crazy about. I know a lot of people are Adam Sharon fans, and I'm just not one of them, and I can't explain exactly why. But it may come down to because I've always just preferred her with Nick, and that's it.
Right, yeah.
And Phyllis and Jack, yes. I'm not sure how I feel about Adam and Sally yet.
Okay. And what about Billy and Lily? Where do you see them?
I've already
come out of their
expressed
bubble.
that. To me, they're boring. I just don't care for them together.
So do you want Billy to get back together with Victoria and Lily to find somebody new? Or what would you want to do with that?
I don't know. Not necessarily, getting back with Victoria. But I just don't like him and Lily together. Like I said on the previous show that I was on, we did it, in August or whatever?
Like a mother,
I think
that
she's more of a motherly figure to him. And to me, that's not a love story.
You know what, Pam? You're right, because I remember just the other day I was watching an episode and I remember what you said, and I was thinking, you know what? They're making Lily kind of act like Jill.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Kind of like a young motherly Jill. If Jill was there, I think that's kind of like what you're talking about. I picked up on that the other day. I'm like, I don't see the chemistry like I did before now no more. I just see her being like another Jill.
Yeah. Candice? You're too quiet.
I know, right? I will say I don't want any couples until they fix storylines first.
You don't want what?
Yeah, but maybe the storylines would improve with different couples.
Here's with the Adam, let me just... I said I want them to fix storylines before we get any couples. And the reason I say that is because I look at, like, Adam and Sally, and I keep saying, why not? For storyline purpose, why not?
Yeah.
Because to me, it's like you have to get at – this is the thing. And I'm noticing Young and the Rustlers, if you're actually doing this, then I will give you your meat and potatoes. But right now I'm going to take it one day at a time. My whole thing about Adam is that he's always stuck in the same storyline. And when I say the same storyline, it's, quote, unquote, his vendetta against Billy over Delia's death. We've done this. We've done this. Okay.
Yep.
Then you have the whole Right, you had the whole Chelsea and Sharon storyline. Like, it goes back and forth. So to me, to move Story, of course you would put him in a new orbit, but it's still the Newman orbit, and you would have Sally be his new girl Friday until Chelsea comes back, right?
Yes,
or
I get it.
that Sharon will finally realize, oh shoot, I'm jealous of Sally, so let me make a play for Adam. That's why I said story. Like, to me, you're gonna have to sell me a story before the couple. With Billy and Lily, I was all for them. I was on the show and said I wouldn't mind a Billy, Lily, Nick triangle. Because I felt Lily was worthy.
Yeah,
I like the fact that Lily, storyline-wise, is a CEO of a business, because I've been wanting that for years. But I'm not sold on this couple anymore. I'm just like, ooh, this is like Ross and Rachel.
Devon and
like,
Amanda? Do you want them together, or do you want them to split up?
Sure, I want Devon and Hillary back together. And I said it like I said it. Because no offense to Michelle and everything, but Amanda to me. Well, because here's the thing, Devon, and every time I see Devon and Amanda, I keep saying to myself, oh, that's Hillary. Oh, no, Hillary's that. It's the same thing over on Days of Our Lives with Jake. If you're going to have Jake and Amanda be, quote-unquote, the replacement, you shouldn't have killed off the OG characters in the first place. Because to me, it's like, when I'm seeing, like, to me, okay, and this goes back to the storyline. Storyline purpose. Amanda should be somewhere else other than where she is right now. But
Thank you. Yes.
They have her there. Like, to me, it's like, okay, then what was the point? Like, what was the point of teasing the Amanda, Billy, you gave Amanda a storyline, but let's be honest, that storyline fell flat.
You did.
Let's be honest, that father stuff of who killed her father, nobody cared. In all honesty, I'm sorry to those who did care about who her father was. Apparently, he looked really nice from the headshots that I saw. But if you're going to tie it all in, you could have gone back into the 80s with Phil Moore's character, and if y'all don't know who he played, look it up on Wikipedia. You could have tied that in.
Yeah.
The only thing that saved that storyline was Mama, the actress who plays Mama, her sister, and Sutton. Other than that storyline fell flat. That's why you had to put in the Victor Newman into it to make it interesting. Shout out to Eric Braden. But right now, it's so much potential, and I've been using this comparison a lot lately. Young and the Restless has all the ingredients for a good show. They really do. Like, they still got everybody on that freaking show from 30 years ago who was a recast and everything, because this year is 30 years of Christian LeBlanc. But to me, it's like they're still missing a step. They're still missing.
Should they have made
something.
Amanda like a split personality and have her be Hillary?
No, this ain't Days of Our Lives or General Hospital. No.
Sunny Felita from Guiding Light, you remember that?
No. Yeah, I remember that, but even that on Guiding Light was making sense. To me, I guess this is a trend now. It's like, okay, I like the actress, and I think this is how I've said this. When they killed off Hillary, that hurt, because she, to me, was sort of like not the exact same, but she was following in the footsteps of Jill, okay?
Right.
She definitely was a character, and her and Devon was very interesting. Okay. She passes, she goes on to the great silk skies up above, right? Okay. I remember the fans was like saying, give us Hillary, bring back Michelle, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, this is what I always said. Young and the Russells was definitely looking. They were, because they got Michelle back, right? But for anybody who thought she was going to be Hillary, and I said this on Twitter. I said she's not going to be Hillary. They're not going to do it. they could have already done the steps to make us think it was Hillary. But I even said, I have a feeling she's gonna be another character. And sure enough, she was Amanda. And then I said, okay, please don't do the same mistake you did with Hillary. Have her integrate with, and I did say the Newmans, and I did say the Abbotts. Like, have her be over there with Adam. Have her be over there with Billy. Like, don't be connected to Devon so instantly. Like, but instantly, right. I mean, like, you could have had the storyline that introduced her, but don't have her be, quote unquote, into a pairing because then you're going to get the comparisons of, well, she should have been Hillary. She should have been Hillary. Why wasn't she Hillary? And you can tell they're trying to downplay their chemistry.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. So that's why I said, for me...
Why can't they touch?
Say it again?
Why can't Amanda and Devon touch like the other couples? That's what everybody's asking.
What do you mean, why can't they be like the other couples? What are you talking about?
Well, you know how, like, you get more intimate with, like, we got Nick and Phyllis.
Oh, you mean like because of the social distance?
Yeah, is there a reason behind that?
Because Sony is still looking at everybody's health. That's I think.
Okay. I'm glad you clarified that.
Right. Now, like Brighton and Britt, we all know they're together in real life. So, yeah, when we had those Devon and Elena scenes and stuff, yeah, they're cool. They live together. Okay. Mark and Sharon, but some, and again, like, it's out of respect, and I think we're going to get there. It's just, right now, to me personally, I like Devon and Amanda as friends. That's just me.
Yeah.
Me, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. Yeah.
So with Jack and Phyllis, I mean, I like them. I do. You heard when I said when Michelle Stafford came back, I didn't understand why they didn't have her and Peter Bergman, because they have that chemistry like Joshua and Sharon Case. It's just instant chemistry.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing is that with Jack and Sally, storyline purpose, let's be real, okay? That was a substitute Phyllis. With
she was.
Jack.
And
even
Jack even said that. Jack even said it, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so, and I mean, and storyline purpose, Jack always goes for the younger women. And Sally Specter's an opportunist. There you go. I mean, that's why I said, like, before we do anything couples-wise, there needs to be some storylines. And that's just not me saying that as a writer or anything. It's just me as a fan. I'm like, okay, before you hook up ABC, you need to give me a story to make me be like, oh, you know what? I do want them together. They would actually look cute together.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, yeah. So, I get you. I understand that. I can tell you real quick, that from what I've heard, they're not going to pair Billy and Amanda again. They're not going to do that. It's not going to happen.
Well, with Jack admitting, that he saw Sally as, another Phyllis, I think that's kind of the setup there for them to get into being a couple. What you're asking for, fixing the story.
But you also got to remember, but you also got to remember, there's two people who are coming back in October. Thank you, Sony and CBS or whoever. Can we work on that? You got Kyle and Summer.
Yeah, but they're not staying, unfortunately.
Oh, if Jack and Phyllis, but here's the thing: if Jack and Phyllis hook up, what's that going to make Kyle and Summer?
More opportunity for them to come home.
No, but what is that going to make Kyle and Summer?
I've got a quick question for David, just in case he might know. When do we have an air date for when Noah Newman debuts?
I haven't an air date. Candice might.
I heard in the next couple of weeks. Don't get me started about that either.
A lot of fans are asking me, and I thought maybe one of y'all might kind of give a little breadcrumb of when he's supposed to pop up. All I know was
probably,
but I don't have a date.
Yeah, probably like I said, in the next couple of weeks. But okay.
Oh, okay. Did everybody get to answer the question of the pairings that you kind of wanted? Didn't want to leave anyone out. David and is Anthony here?
No, Anthony is not here.
Oh, okay. David, how did you feel about pairings? Do you see anything going different for the Young, the Restless? Since JG kind of teased he's going to be mixing the couples, they're going to change again.
I want to see. I'm sort of with Candice here. I want to see how the story is panned before I see couples. I can't even foresee who I'd like to see. I know Billy and Lily need a fix. They need something because they're in a bubble. They're like in a vacuum all by themselves and not really into anything. I'd like to see Ashland stay, if that's all possible, because I like him with Victoria.
Wait till you hear his secret. It's really big.
Well, don't tell it.
Don't tell it. I know there's a secret coming.
I'm just saying, get ready because he's got a big secret. It is really good.
Oh,
I just hope he's not faking anything. Well, I mean, I hope he's faking an illness, but I hope that's all he's faking.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
Candice, there's more to it. Just wait. It's good. When I heard about it, your guys are going to be like,
oh don't mention it here, huh?
You'll do like the Sheila Carter situation with the Bold and Beautiful where everybody was like, it's going to be good. I can't wait.
All right.
I hope so.
Well, let's move on to General Hospital.
Okay. Candice, you got a few minutes?
About 2.
All right.
It's an emergency. Here's what I got to say about this. Monica, Court of Maine. Alan May gave you the house, but somebody needed to give you some brains. Because clearly you forgot what Carly has done to your family. And clearly you forgot the fact that Jason and Robin was a thing. And
she was screwing that up.
Silver. But no, okay, here's the thing. GH, I need for you, okay, real quick. GH, you know how me and you, we went to therapy. We finally went to therapy. We had a breakthrough. It was a great breakthrough. We didn't have our separation papers. I'm going to tell you right now, I got them on my desk, and I'm looking at it again because I don't know where this rewrite of history is coming from, and I get it. And I've been with Jason and Carly since day one,
since they came.
So I know all the inside out, and it is not no. Yeah, Carly and Jason had sex. Yes, Carly was in love with Jason to the point Jason pretended to be the father of that boy named Michael. However, we're not going to disrespect the fact that, there was a mutual thing for Carly towards Jason. But don't say that Robin, and I'm not saying this because of anything, but the history will show that Robin and Brenda has been the only two. And I know people want to say Keisha, but Keisha wasn't there for the Jason Morgan stuff. Brenda and Robin has been there through the transition of Jason as from Quartermain to a Morgan. They both, Robin has loved him too. For you to say that Carly, even Robin was kind of I'm like, who wrote that?
That was like a slap in the face.
It was a slap in the face of the history of the show and to the fandom. And another thing is too, Monica, you and Carly going to be civil for Jason and Michael's sake. Really now? Okay, all right. So okay. So AJ Quartermain fans, I'm sorry that y'all had to hear that. Because it really soured my heart to hear that. And I know what people are going to say. Carly did. She ate that. Okay, but she covered it up. And so she's a part of the crime. I can't right now. I can't real quick.
I was upset over Robin's situation. Yep.
Right. And real quick before I go, what's her, Esme? Is that Esme?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, GH. Hey, heads up. Please stop trying to make her Nell 2.0.
Right?
I see you. I don't feel you, but I see you.
No.
I see you.
Candice, did you pick up a clue? Esme recognized Kiki's name when she said Lauren.
Look, let me just say this right now, and I already said this. Let me find out that now. This is why I said she's now 2.0. Don't do it. In my opinion, my soap fan fiction here. If you're going to say that's Ava's child that she gave up or whatnot, and because Esme, and this is just me talking, Esme comes back because she doesn't like Ava, she has, regrets and stuff like that, I'm going to be like, you know what? I'll buy it if you can sell me the story. Because we don't know Ava's past before she came to Port Charles. Yes, we know who her mom is, but we don't know what life was like before she came to Port Charles. There's a difference, GH. Carly was already on the show. We already established the character. So with Ava, you got something to work with. And that's all I can say. And real quick, y'all better not tell me that Taggart's not that girl's father. And that's all I got to say. I'm going. I'm out because I need to actually, before I do what I got to do, look at Beyond Salem. Just one scene of Graham shirtless. That's all. And I bid you good night.
Good night, Candice. Thank you.
Oh, speaking of the Beyond Salem, have you all been watching it?
We already talked about it in the beginning.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, we're not talking about anything in full or give out spoilers because I'm sure there's people that have not watched it yet. So.
Oh yeah. No, I was just wondering if you guys got to see it. I'm enjoying the mystery and the characters, nostalgia. It was really good.
Yeah, it's outstanding. Okay, so I saved Days of Our Life for last, but what I want to go over a couple of things on General Hospital. And the reason I saved Days to last, Carolyn, is because I knew Candice was leaving early. So
yeah, that's okay.
Hope you don't mind.
That sounds good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so also on General Hospital, I will kiss the floor and jump up and down on the roof of my house when this Mike and Nina story is over with, because I just cannot take another minute. No, I hate it. It went on too long. If he had an amnesia for maybe a couple of months or something, maybe I could live with it, but it's just gone on way too long. And with Nina knowing the truth and what she's doing to him, look how she fought to see her grandson. She made the decision, isn't she? Admitted that when she spoke with Jax today.
Right.
She made the decision about Sonny's life and his children and his grandchildren and his wife. Who are you to make that decision? I don't care if you like Mike better than Sonny. There's more people involved. He's got a whole family. It has nothing to do with the mob. It has to do with his wife, his children, his stepchildren, his grandchildren. I mean, come on.
And Jax made a good point. No one is better off without him.
Right. And let me give kudos to Maurice Bernard, playing a totally different character, and I know he's enjoyed it, and I don't want to take that away from him. It's just gone on too long. And they keep saying the wedding is tomorrow, and we know it's not until next Friday. So we're going to have to go through this for another week into the following week after that, most likely, unless Sonny shows up at the door on the day of the wedding. But I think that's going to be the cliffhanger.
Yeah. It's 8
Did
days.
Can you tell how much I don't like the storyline?
Did you catch Maurice Bernard's tweet?
You couldn't be more clear.
Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
I'm not.
Hopefully the cliffhanger will be worth it.
Pam,
I think, you know what I think, Pam and Will and Carolyn?
Yeah.
You know what I think?
What?
I think there has been more debate over this storyline than any one that I can remember.
Oh, I agree. And I like that the fans are telling the actor Maurice Bernard, like Pam, it's not that we don't like that he's playing Mike. It's just we miss Sonny, and that's that everybody's making is come on, bring Sonny home. We've had enough Mike.
Right.
Let's bring Sonny home.
Right.
You think that's the reason for GH dipping?
I guess they must be getting a lot of exposure over this.
There's been a lot. It's been 8 months, Carolyn.
It's not good.
It's been 8 months, so it's around Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, this is too long.
It's like having a
way
baby.
Too long.
It's like
I
9
mean,
months.
think about it, Carolyn. Think about the storylines on Days of Our Lives that went on too long. You know how irritating that is.
Oh, I know.
So, David, do you have any little teasers for us since we're on General Hospital? Anything coming that we can be excited coming up?
Just that I don't, for my belief, I said I don't really think this wedding is going to happen because there's planning in motion. Cyrus has got.
I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, Jason obviously wants rid of
something going on with the Novaks, and then Mr. Boshima. Is he with the Novaks? Pam?
I don't think so. I think he's just one of the families.
He's just one of the other families?
Maybe.
Okay.
You know, remember that one that oh my gosh, what was the name? Remember the one that Brad he said his family was in? Maybe.
Yeah, the Wu.
He's part of that. The Asian part of it, maybe?
He's part of the Asian quarter. Yeah. His father.
Remember Brad's family was in it? Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, but who knows? When Carly and Jason kissed today, I wanted to throw up.
You too?
I didn't get to watch today. I missed today. David, I got a quick question. Any rumored truth to Cyrus returning, or is that story over?
Cyrus has returned already. He's already on.
Okay, I'm a little behind, so I'm trying to catch up again.
Cyrus has already aired.
Okay, cool.
That's how I know. He's
all
working
right,
with
another storyline that's going too long.
Yes.
Is this Ava and Nicholas and his son, and now Esme's involved. That one's going on too long for me, too. Because I feel sorry for Nicholas because he did have it figured out that his son was... I feel sorry for Nicholas because he knows his son was involved. He figured that out, but then everybody made him think differently.
Yeah, he's right. And I don't know what her game is, what Esme's game is, if they're in on it together.
Ava with a passion, that's for sure. She certainly, she didn't she burn her car down or something?
Yes. Yeah.
She's crazy. All right, what about Maxie? Where do you think we're going with the storyline with Maxie and the baby switch? I hope it ends soon.
That's another one that's going on too long, and I think this is General Hospital's problem. Because somebody mentioned, was it you, Will, that said that the ratings are dipping or something?
I did.
think that because
I did.
Oh, you did, David. Yeah, okay. Well, that's because all these storylines are going on way too long.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of fans have said that.
They need to move on already.
Something.
Yeah.
Like you were saying before, they need to end these stories and move on. Like, we're already falling out. We should have already been done with these already. Summer's already ending.
Right. Now, let me ask this. Who is that guy that knocked out Jordan. Who is that guy? I mean, what's his affiliation with all of this?
He's the one who is involved with Naomi's murder, I believe.
Well, that I know.
And he has something to do with Drew too, I think too. There's a connection between. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they found out there's a connection between Naomi's death and Drew's disappearance. So.
But has the Monte Carlo part started already or no?
What was that?
Has the Monte Carlo adventure started or no? Not yet.
No, not yet.
No.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, I was a little behind because we had some problems with the cable out here for ABC. But luckily with Hulu, you can catch up at 6:00 in the evening. So I'm hoping to catch up during the week. But yeah, okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah. What else on GH, David?
Let me see. What do you think about Finn and Liz?
I actually don't mind them together.
I don't either.
They're tolerable. They're tolerable.
But I think it's a sign people get excited. I think people get excited seeing them together, but they don't realize that there's another thing involved. If you see something like that happening, chances are Hayden is going to come back, and she's supposed to.
Right.
Oh, my God, I can't wait for her to return.
Yeah. After Finn and Liz.
I love when Hayden gets mad at Liz.
I love that camping trip, by the way.
Yeah.
I thought that was a nice scene.
Oh, my God. That reminds me. Leave Scotty and Dr. O alone. Oh, my God.
Oh,
they dumped him out of the airplane.
Yes, they dumped Scott out of the airplane.
Oh, my Lord.
What was that about? What happened there?
Victor has Liesel. Victor playing that.
Okay, yeah, I heard about Victor.
And your favorite is playing Victor, Pam.
Yeah, I know. Charles.
Do you enjoy seeing him on again?
I get double dose of him. I got him on Days of Our Lives Beyond Salem, and I got him on GH. Oh, yes, I'm in my glory.
Were you surprised that he was going to be Victor?
Well, I think everybody was.
I didn't think. I didn't have a clue until maybe the last minute or two.
Cool.
Right.
Not when I first found out. I couldn't place him where. I knew he'd be on before, but I knew that I read that when he was on prior, he was related to Holly. So I figured his other character than when he was on General Hospital.
How did I miss that? I don't remember that.
That's before I was watching too, so.
No, I've been watching GH forever, but there was a time and span when, I didn't watch it because I was raising kids and busy and working nights and sleeping during the day. So maybe that's probably when that happened.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad he's on. I don't care who he plays.
And I did hear that Charles has a contract on GH. He's contracted for 6 months.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
That's good. That means that their story is going to have a lot of possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah. But leave Scotty and Dr. O alone. They just got together.
I like them. They're cute together.
They're so much fun. It's a break from all of the drama because they have a comedic thing going on.
Yes. Yeah. And they're very nice. And I love it when he calls her his schnitzel.
I love that. I love that. That is cute. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, well, I guess we'll move on to Days of Our Lives if you have nothing else on General Hospital you want to talk about.
No, I think I'm good with GH.
Okay. Carolyn, take it away. What do you want to start with?
Yeah, a storyline that's gone on too long is Rafe and Ava. I don't see those two together at all. At all.
No.
Oh, I see more chemistry with Jake and Ava than I do with Rafe and Ava now.
Yeah.
It's like Candice said, Ava's acting like Nicole's sister.
Yeah. Oh. And the couples, I don't know. And Eli and no, they need to shuffle everybody up.
Well, I absolutely adore Abe and
Paulina.
what's her name? I always call her by her real name. What is it?
Paulina.
I love them two together.
Oh, and Chanel and Johnny. Chanel and Johnny are adorable.
Oh yeah, they're good. Yeah.
Chanel, Paulina's daughter, and Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's if they don't mess it up with a Chanel and.
I feel bad for Trip though. That poor guy never gets a break. Everybody over.
I know.
Poor Trip. I do like Trip. I
love him.
really do like him.
Yeah,
but
Trip's
I
gonna
see
be,
where they're going with it. They're going with the crazy triangle there, and a lot of fans are like, "Please don't go there. We don't want to see that."
No. Mm-mm. No.
And back to Paulina. Did you hear her little slip up today?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Grandma.
And boy, I was saying at the TV, I said, "Nice save."
Yeah.
You're gonna get out of that. Oh.
She was quick on her feet, that's for sure.
And I have a question for all of you. How many of you enjoyed Marla Gibbs?
1,000
of her. Oh, and did you catch the number to her room with 227?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got that.
Yeah.
What does
I
everyone
wish she
think
could have
of
been
Glenn and Xander?
I can take them or leave them.
Yeah. I'm not.
Glenn and Xander.
I'd love to. I love Caroline. I not Caroline. See, I'm calling her Caroline. I like Xander with
Sarah.
Yes,
Sarah. Yeah.
You call her Caroline because of the Bold and the Beautiful. Yeah, I like Xander and Sarah together, and now I guess I heard rumor that Sarah's coming back, but as who? I mean, who's going to play her?
Oh yeah, I heard that too. I heard about that.
But Lindsay's not reprising it?
No, I don't know.
No.
It doesn't sound like it.
No.
I heard they were going a different direction.
Well, I want to know where she went.
With the Sarah thing. But yeah, I heard about Sarah returning too.
Where did Kristen take her?
I don't think anybody knows. That's so crazy.
Does anyone know?
I
think Xander thinks she's dead, right?
Yeah, they're private.
I guess. I don't know.
She's still in the suitcase.
I think they dropped that story, like to make it, maybe to kind of leave it open-ended for Sarah to return or for Lindsay to return as Sarah. I don't know. I thought that was a little weird when they did it because there was like, isn't she dead?
Yeah, there's never any closure. It's like I'm waiting for Gabby to be wearing. Is it Gabby that's going to wear that gold necklace of Sammy's? They've kind of just dropped that storyline.
And Sammy's still kidnapped, right? Nobody found her?
Right.
No.
Right. She'll be back, though, eventually.
Since the actress was doing, I think, another movie or something for Hallmark. But, yeah, I was laughing about Sammy because, like, I think we forgot that Sammy got kidnapped.
Well, I didn't forget, and I'm sure a lot of other people didn't forget it.
As far as Gwen goes, I don't think, to me, I mean, nothing on the actress because I love her, but I just don't see that the writer seems to know what they want to do with Gwen. It seems like they write her into a corner.
No, I agree.
How do y'all feel?
I agree. I agree. Gwen, they just don't know what to do with her.
She's in a corner.
Jennifer's coming back, right?
Christmas.
Oh yeah.
For
the holidays.
For Christmas.
For the holidays, yeah. I can't wait. I love Jennifer.
Well, I like her better with Jack. I don't. Jack's kind of lost too.
Oh,
yeah.
and I felt so bad for Doug and Julie for what happened this week. Oh my Lord.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I really hope they're not killing him off.
I don't think so. I think they're just kind of stirring to give him a baby story. Like, what is it, everybody? I think it's Alzheimer's.
No.
Right?
Yeah, Alzheimer's or dementia.
Maybe Alzheimer's,
they tried to
because the way he was talking to Roman, he kept calling him John.
Yes.
But that was a good one. But yeah,
and he called Marlena Vivian.
Yes. They tried to bring that in with Caroline, and they did.
But it wasn't.
Good job.
When they did it back, it wasn't Alzheimer's with Caroline to begin with.
No,
it
right?
wasn't.
Yeah.
So it started that way, but they didn't finish it out. They ended it with not being it because there was medicine for her.
Yeah. Well,
so David, do you have anything to tease for Dave? Like anything coming up that fans can expect coming for the fall?
I don't read spoilers, so I have no idea. I don't like to read them.
I was just curious if David got the inside scoop on anything exciting coming for Salem in the fall.
No idea. I haven't read anything. You, David?
No, I don't. I don't get a chance to read a lot. I'm.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I was curious.
So, what do you think of Bonnie and Justin and their wedding blew up?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about too. With Calista being
Xander exposed Bonnie, that was fun. The way he told her, he got so mad. He's like, "Yeah, that's my money because I got it from." Well, he didn't say who, but he was like, "I earned it. It's my money, and you took it. I want it back."
A whole suitcase of $1 million. That suitcase was around everywhere.
Yeah. Poor Xander, he just wants his money back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know who called the police so quickly. Did I miss something?
Xander did. He said he called the police.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part for some reason.
Yeah, it's kind of like in between it. Yeah, I had fans asking me that, like, who called the cops? And I'm like, oh, Xander did. He said it real fast, but he said, I called the cops.
Well, it was entertaining with Bonnie under the bed. I said, there's no way you could get under my
God.
bed.
I love Judy. I've always loved Judy. Hope it's not that. I really hope it's not the end of her, in a way.
Well, really, how is she going to get out of this?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Do you want Bonnie to turn out to be?
Wait. Let Carolyn finish what she was saying.
Oh, yeah, when we had Wally on the show, and he said you haven't seen the end of her, and I had no idea. We had no idea how she was going to come back, but yeah, it's clever. It's clever what they've done, and she's really doing a great job. The personalities are so different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm the type that never likes to see them go, even though maybe the storyline isn't really working. I'm the type that doesn't like to see them go.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the character.
Yeah.
Like, with Nell, I couldn't wait for her to go, and she was there like a maggot on old bread. I mean, she just wasn't leaving.
Yeah.
I just no, I was ready for her to go. Now she's a spectacular actress, but yeah, no, the character had to go.
How's everyone liking the new EJ?
Yeah, Pam. I know how I like him, but we never know how you like him.
I'm still adjusting. I think
he's doing a good job.
His acting is good. I can't say anything bad about that. But it's just when you are so used to somebody like James Scott, it's so hard to look at somebody else. Like there's those certain characters and certain actors that it's just so hard to get over and have somebody replace them. And it's not against the new actor. It's just you're so used to seeing one particular person in that role.
Well, he looks really good in his bio, and I like his hair in real life, but they slick his hair back. He just looks just too stodgy for my liking. They need to loosen him up a little bit. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
That's EJ, though, if you think about it. EJ was never one to walk around in jeans and his hair flying all over.
That's
true, yeah.
Well, it just seems like he's just trying to fit too well into the old James Scott persona, and they need to change him up a little bit. That's my opinion, and then he'll own it. Right now, he's struggling. He's doing a good job.
Yeah. There you go.
But I think, was it you, Carolyn, or Anthony, that mentioned in an earlier podcast that Dan doesn't make a good match with Allison, but he'd make a better match with Ari.
Yeah, I could see him with Nicole. I couldn't see the chemistry between him and Sammy. No. And she even admitted that. She admitted that in an interview that I saw. She said that it was difficult.
Where's Lucas?
Oh, he's around because Pam, didn't you post something?
That he signed a new contract, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so you'll see him more.
I was just laughing because he got Sammy kidnapped, and it's like, where's Lucas? All of a sudden, he kind of vanished on us.
They have to play merry-go-round with the characters.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Everybody goes through their part.
I just get a kick out of that.
It's like they just chop. I don't know if they do it on purpose, the writers, but they just kind of chop things off, and then it's like, they hang it up over here for a month or so, and then they hang something else up. It's just like chopped. It's so convoluted.
It's probably how it's edited.
Yeah.
It probably has,
The editing is not well done. It's but that's the way it is, I guess. With Days, you're just if you watch it all the time, it's weird. But if you're popping in, people are questioning, well, where's this one and what happened there, and you're saying, okay, I'm not sure, but they'll be back. When's coming back?
What? I have to say that I think that General Hospital is good at popping in different characters at different time and popping them out again. I think that they do it better because they've been doing it for a long time.
Yes.
A lot of people talk about it overcrowded canvas at General Hospital, but they to me, I think they do it well.
Yeah, it flows, but on Days I don't find that it flows. It's just chop, stop,
right.
And then
yeah. Right.
There's a little.
Now, what do you think? Do you think Philip is going to go nuts enough to try to kill Eric?
You mean Brady?
Brady, yeah. Well,
Brady, I mean.
Well, if Gabby has anything to do with it, that's the direction it's going to go. But the curious thing is, who's the hacker? Who's the hacker?
It is Gabby.
It's not Brady.
It's Gabby.
No. There's another one. No, today there's another one. They said no. There's a whole new slant.
Well, I think Gabby and
Jake.
What's his name, Jake, were trying to throw the trail off themselves.
Right.
Because
that's what they're doing.
You saw Gabby install it, and you saw her go back home and sit there in front of the laptop saying, "Oh, look, that thing I installed is working. I can see every single thing he's typing."
Right. But today there's some. Philip went and attacked Brady, and Brady said, "I didn't. It's not me. I didn't do it." So there's somebody else out there.
That's because Jake and Gabby said that it was somebody else, and Philip took it upon himself to think that it's Brady because Brady's trying to get Chloe, and he wouldn't put it past him to try to take over and ruin him from the company. That's the way I understand it.
Philip got a hold of the IT guy, and the IT guy said, "No, there's somebody else." So
Jake did that. Jake had something to do with that, I believe.
You think it was Jake? Oh, I think there's going to be somebody else. I think there's going to be somebody else. That's what
I watched
the indication.
And I don't know if I don't know how I would miss that.
Yeah, no, that's what. Because Philip looked at Gabby, said, "Oh, we're in trouble," and then Philip came back and he said, "Oh no, my IT guy, you're absolutely right. There's somebody else. Oh, it's got to be Brady. It's got to be Brady." And he went, and Brady said, "Yeah, I didn't. It wasn't me." So there's someone else. So there's a hacker out there. Maybe it's Victor. Where are they hiding Victor? He was upstairs in a bedroom.
I know.
Did he must have heard the gunshot, did he?
Yeah, he's happy that Bonnie's gone.
Yes.
Hey, Caroline, remember a few days ago it was cute with Dustin and Bonnie had cake on their clothes, and they were teasing that Victor was, it was off screen, but Victor was throwing a fit because they're getting married. So that he threw cake at their direction. I thought that was funny. That was a cute little. That was a cute way to keep Victor active.
Yeah.
Now, is John Aniston really? Is he retired? Has anybody heard what's going on with him?
I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard nothing. No.
Yeah.
They keep mentioning his name, so I think he'll be popping up sooner or later.
Well, most of the time, the last year or so, he was sitting in a chair. Now, rumor I read that Jennifer, his daughter, wants him to retire. So maybe they're phasing him
out for a while. She's wanted that for a while.
Yeah.
And Maggie, where's Maggie?
I think her health is not good. I think she's full of arthritis. Her hands. I know I read an article. She said that she'll be back, but she's taking a hiatus because it's her health.
Oh yes, I love Maggie. She's my favorite.
Yeah. So those two are missed. Maggie and Victor, and poor Julie and Doug. That's. I don't like the way the storylines are going. I want it like the old days. I want family values. I want at least one couple. It looks like Abe and Paulina there. That's going to get blown away because she's lying about being Lanny's mother. How long they're going to drag that out? And these people, they all talk out loud. She's telling the babies that she's grandma, and there's Abe standing at the side listening. Oh my God! Did anyone see it today?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. You know the truth's going to come out soon.
And,
yes.
And by whom?
I don't think that Abe believed her with the excuse that she gave him.
No, his expressions are priceless.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
For sure. Yep. But I don't know if you've noticed, but they're the storylines. They've changed the format. They're flipping around quite a bit now. Things are moving a little bit faster than they were in the past, which I like.
Well, yeah, I think because one reason I believe in is maybe because I would like to say, let's say, the science is people are believing more in the science. If you know what I mean.
Yes. Yeah.
Because of, you know what I mean, and they're taking care of each other and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and so
right.
I think what I read over on Days is that they're giving the actors their own choices on how they want to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Days is one of them. I don't know how anyone else is.
They have certain days, yeah, they have certain days where certain actors are on, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday and Thursday. There is a definite pattern. And and I think it gives people, like, I don't know, there's just a couple of the couples I tape most of the show, and then I get through the commercials, and if I don't like watching them, I just fast forward. It just drags on too long. So I say, okay, I know who's going to be on there on Tuesday.
Yeah. I tape mine too, so I can fast forward through commercials, but I can't fast forward through any storylines at all because then I feel like I'm missing something.
Well, Ava and Rafe, I just for some reason or another, and I see them come on, and then I say, okay, here we go. I said, all right, that's enough. I'm going to fast forward.
Oh, my God. Caroline, I do that. You don't feel bad.
Yeah.
No,
now,
I can't do that.
I have to. What is her name that plays Ava? She's an excellent actress, and oh boy, she really gave it to Rafe the other day. Which I love the acting. I love the acting, but as far as the storyline, I just can't see the two of them together.
There's
who
chemistry.
I really liked Rafe with? You know who I liked Rafe with? Does anyone remember way back when?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was fun. That was fun. I liked them. Yeah. That was fun.
And poor Kate, she's off there in La La. Where's Kate these days?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, like I said, merry-go-round.
When's the last time we saw Kate? I mean, it's been a long time, I think.
Yeah.
Is she on vacation?
Last time I remember is she was talking to Philip about Gabby and Jake.
Yes. Yeah, that was a couple of weeks ago, so I don't maybe she's on vacation, but I like Kate, but there's rumors with her, so we'll see. It must be contract time or something.
Oh yeah, that time of year again.
And there's always a controversy because her husband's the makeup artist on the show, correct?
I don't know. I know he's a makeup artist, but I don't know if he's on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yes. But I like Kate, and it was too bad. Well, a lot of the fans didn't like her and Jake together, but I thought they were pretty good. But there's another pairing that blew up.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Yeah.
Nope. Pass. I did not like them together.
No, there was a little bit of a spark there.
She needs somebody a lot stronger than she is.
Yeah. Well, do you like Gabby?
Well, that's not Rafe, David. That's not Rafe.
Yeah.
They were good momentarily, so I mean.
Rafe is a softie.
Yeah, he is.
Do you like Kate with Roman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
I like
they
them.
got a history.
And at one point, I thought they were working to get them back together, and then nothing.
Yeah. I remember, right? She was working at the diner, and they were together during that whole flash forward 5 years or something like that.
Yeah, when they were working at the diner, I thought they were working on getting them back together.
I was hoping that. Yeah, I like them together. They were fun.
I liked it when they had the throwback, the scenes like way back. I kind of like that. I like when they reminisce.
Yes.
You know, they say, "Oh, I remember what 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Oh my goodness." Cool.
Do you remember when Kate had that affair with EJ as well?
Kate and EJ? That I don't remember.
No. Yeah, Kate got with EJ DeMira. You don't remember? That was like a long time ago. A long time ago. I remember that. Yeah.
I don't.
No.
That's beyond me.
No, Carolyn,
I'll try to
do you
find
remember
a video to get a clip of it. It was interesting. They were kind of steaming together. I'll give it that. It was like, oh my God. But remember who EJ was. That was the scenes, kind of like the way he did that. Was it EJ with Abigail?
Oh, yeah. Well, I remember
They were steaming. They were steaming. Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah, I remember him with Abigail, but I don't remember him with Kate.
Yeah, I remember EJ and Abby, yes.
While we're talking about couples now, what about Kayla and Patch? Does everyone love them?
Always have.
Always have, yeah.
Really?
They're such a cute little couple, Patch and Kayla. They fit together so well, and then with Trip around, they're just adorable. I love the way Patch is back. Yeah, I love how Patch is with Trip.
And of course, John and Marlena, they're there forever.
Yeah, they're the rock.
Oh my God, I adore Marlena.
Doug and Julie.
I love Marlena. How y'all feel about Johnny? Are you getting used to Johnny already?
I liked him in the start.
Yeah,
I liked him because nobody else his age has played him.
I like that Johnny. If you think about it, it's perfect. You know, his performances are great, and the writing is perfect because I love how they got Johnny kind of acting a little bit mix of EJ and Sammy kind of mixed together there. The way he gets a little sneaky and he's very smart. That's EJ and Sammy. I love that. That's some great writing right there.
Yeah, I do like him.
Yeah. Sparking things a little bit. He's going to butt heads with EJ, and that's a good thing.
He's Elvis Jr.
I don't like that.
Yes, there you go. Yeah.
I don't like that they had Claire go. Is it Claire go to Africa?
Yes.
Right. Yes.
Was that her choice for the real actress, or was that something that was just storyline dictated?
No, I think it was her choice. The young ones seem to want to go in a different direction, but the one that plays Sierra, I mean, she wanted to further her singing career, and that, I guess, didn't go anywhere, so that's why she came back. And I don't know, the fans that I see on Twitter and Facebook, they don't.
Not the Claire,
now that they've got them back together,
they don't left. But the one before.
I'm sorry, Carolyn. What were you saying?
The storyline with Sierra and Ben, they wanted them back together, and now they're back together. They're saying, "Oh no, they're in bed all day, and it's getting too soupy." And I said, "Oh, make up your mind, the fans."
Yeah. You can't make all of them happy.
That it was so quick that they made up and then she left. I mean, more should have been played out there. I guess I don't know if they didn't think on their feet quick enough to do something about that earlier. I think that's something that should have been worked out.
Yeah, something they need to work on. But now she wants to have a baby, and he's not sure. Okay, here we go.
Well, that makes sense because he's worried about having the gene transferred to to his child, his condition, or the way he was. That makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
It's good that they put it on hold.
And what happened to Ben's sister? She came back for a little while. Is she gone again?
I think she was just in his...
She was in a part of his, what do you call it, his imagination?
Okay. Yeah. Christelle, I like her.
Yes,
And she was getting really mean. That she's so sweet. She's so sweet in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they find clever ways of bringing them back.
They do.
Oh, yeah.
So Bonnie's going to go to jail. So I guess she'll be linking up. Who's she going to be linking up with in the prison?
Oh, I don't know.
Who's still there?
Who's left?
I think you got Hattie there. I think Hattie's over there.
Oh, Hattie might still be there, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And I guess Vivian, if you want to consider.
Oh,
was
Vivian.
it Vivian? Vivian, off and on. And, Kristen's off running loose, so she's up there.
Yep. Pick a Kristen.
I had to get my head adjusted on that one. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, that's right. Kristen left again. Yeah.
Well, Kristen's taken a lot of them to that island, so maybe we're going to have a trip to the island with her. They're all going to be tied up.
Yeah. I miss those days. Sarah and others.
Yes, Sarah.
Yeah.
So, well, I think that we pretty much tied up all the things we wanted to talk about. What do you guys think?
Yeah, especially all the couples.
I think we did. I think we did good tonight.
Well, the next show we should say who we think that the real couple should be. We'll work on that because these ones aren't kind of clicking.
Well, we kind of gave our opinion on that already, I think. But when next time we're on, I'd be curious to see what Candice and Anthony have to say.
Yes.
And speaking of, our prayers go out to Anthony for everything that he's gone through recently. I'm not going to say exactly what it is because I don't know if he wants that out there. But
so we'll add prayers in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
Now, how is he up in he's in New York, right? Is he in
he's
the
still
area
in New
that
York.
was hard hit? Yeah. What about the area that was hard hit with the storms? He hasn't mentioned that. Is he all right?
As far as I know, he's okay. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, because he's been posting.
No, that's good.
And you guys, were you affected by that bad storm, Pam?
No.
You weren't?
No.
We got a bit of a yesterday, and it's a good thing the show wasn't on yesterday because I don't know if I would have made it. Because we had like a brief one. I didn't know how long it was going to last. I thought everything in my house was flickering. But then it stopped as soon as it started, basically.
Yeah, my friend in Massachusetts said that, they had a bad storm, too, as well as Connecticut. I guess there was tornado warnings. And
And
so
I think
that
Candice said
that Hurricane Ida, the Hurricane Ida went up the East Coast. It didn't affect the Midwest.
And I think Candice said that it hit Maryland, I think.
Yeah, it did. It did. It's been a wild summer for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. So, all right, I guess we'll wrap it up.
Okay. Well, that was a fun show.
We've got 4 minutes left, so everybody say their goodbyes and
thanks for having me. I'm sorry I was late, everybody. I was having some complications, but it was glad to be here with all y'all.
Everybody watch Beyond Salem on Peacock. You really seriously do not want to miss it. It's even if you're not a Days of Our Lives watcher, you'll still love it. I really believe that.
Yeah, I do too.
And hopefully it picks up on the other soap operas as well, because we want anything to keep it going, right?
Right, exactly.
This is the new wave is these streaming, so we gotta keep them going, and if that's what's going to keep it going, let's do it.
Yeah,
and it's getting a good
the Dallas Cowboys today, the game day. So I just want to wish Dallas Cowboys good luck.
Oh, and another quick thing, on Facebook and also on Instagram for Take Two Radio, I post all the time. And if you haven't seen, Chandler Massey as well as Erica Slezak are going to be in a movie together. And there was some.
You saw that. Carolyn saw that.
Oh, yeah, I came across that. That's really cool that they're going to be together in a film.
Yeah, in a Christmas movie. For Hallmark, I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's for Hallmark. And who was the other person I saw that said that they're in a holiday movie? There's a few of them, few of the soap actors that are going to be. So
doesn't Jen Lilly, right? Jen Lilly's going to be another one that's going to have a holiday.
Jen always is. So, and so is Ryan Pavey.
I love her. Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Pavey is going to be in another holiday movie.
Josh Swickert's going to be in another holiday with.
Well, you're going to be busy with that pretty soon, Pam. That's just around the corner.
I don't know yet. So we'll see.
No?
I don't know. We're still discussing it. So, all right, everybody, have a good night. Thanks for joining me tonight. It was a lot of fun, and we'll see you next time. And our next time might be 90 seconds. I know, lady. Our next time might be next Thursday, so be sure to follow us on social media so that way you'll know. We could have a guest coming up next Thursday, and she's a big one. So good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Bye.
Good night.
Take care.
Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.